Well, yeah, speaking of that, a lot of people turn against Diddy. I interviewed Roger Bonds, who was his head of security for like 10 years.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, he told me some fairly crazy stories. And you said that Diddy can't recover from the weirdo allegations. People don't want to be associated with him anymore.
No, you can't have weirdo allegations against you. It's already bad enough when you get caught on camera, being abusive to females.
What did you think of that video when you saw it?
I thought it was typical of dudes, some dudes who can't control women and power. Power is rough for dudes. Power makes you feel like everybody should be, in a certain position when it comes to you. Power makes you feel like people should take whatever because you are in that position. And unfortunately, like I said, money makes motherfuckers do weird shit. And but you might have just been weird from the get-go. And money gives you the comfortability to go, now I can do all that weird shit because people expect it. You feel me?
Well, yeah. I mean, like when you watch that video, and this was at the Intercontinental, and I remember I did a tweet, and I'm like, why is Diddy staying at the Intercontinental? Because that's like a 4-star hotel, and he's worth hundreds of millions. Usually people like that stay at the Ritz or the Mandarin or whatever. And people started to reply, and I remember this one woman who used to work for the Intercontinental said, no. Diddy would rent out the whole floor. She's like, I've seen this multiple times. Because if you look at that video, he doesn't seem like he's concerned with anyone coming out their door.
No.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh, no. Tyler,
he's throwing vases and shit. This is a public hotel. Like, you got to think. There could be another 100 people on that floor that are hearing this ruckus that would clearly open their door
people would come
to
out.
see what would happen. And then, it's not that long ago. People still have camera phones, whatever else. He looked like he was totally at home, doing whatever he wanted to do, making as much noise, beating up this, girl without any ramifications, and then just buying the tape afterwards. But that's what I think was happening. He bought out the whole floor. Like, if you got enough power, just...
Oh, yeah, that's what I said. He's in that position.
He's in that position,
He can do that. As far as, like you said, buying the tape and all that, and why somebody decided, let's let this fly today, who knows?
Who knows?
I don't know if somebody felt like, I need to make me some bread, or just wanting to expose him.
Yeah, that's always been my thing about extortion. Whenever...
Like what?
Like someone trying to extort me, I just said, do whatever you got to do. I'm not going to keep paying you forever.
Because
just go ahead. Just go ahead.
Because if you make the first payment, you're never going to stop paying.
You're never going to stop.
So
they're going to spend the money and come back for more money. So just go ahead, do what you got to do. I'm going to deal with the ramifications. Yeah. I'm not going to be your slave for the next 20 years.
Exactly.
I'm not going to be your ATM machine. Do what you got to do.
Because that's what's going to happen. You make the first payment that you're going to keep paying. So
exactly.
I guess you just have to stand up and be like, fuck it. Do what you're going to do.
Yeah, do what you got to do. I'm going to stand behind it.
I mean, unfortunately, you can't get away from that. Like I said, and you in that position. If you done something, that motherfucking treacherous. But, I mean, he ain't the first. You get me? He ain't the first who's been abusive towards women. We have forgiven people for a lot more crazier shit than being abusive towards women.
Oh, yeah, Chris Brown is still a megastar.
So what really was the underlining factor in wanting to really put him in the spotlight of being this type of person, with the raids and the Cassie situation? Somebody felt really like, I don't know, like, did they want a bigger payday, or did they feel as human justice, I gotta just expose this dude, man?
Well,
like, it just ain't right. I gotta expose him for what I've known he's done to women and co-workers and employees. Man, we just gotta set this dude on blast, man. Or was it vice versa? Was it like, man, I need to get paid, so I'm gonna just expose some shit?
Well, a lot of people are involved, so I think it's both. Because Roger Bonds went into detail about other women that Diddy has physically assaulted, and these are actually true stories. Like one of the women I've heard like firsthand accounts from her about how he like his personal chef, he like literally threw her out the door, like Fresh Prince, like you know what I'm saying, like that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he got pissed off at her. Yeah, man. Listen, I don't know, and at this point, we don't know what he's even charged with, if anything.
Right.
There is a grand jury and there is an investigation, but you know he gonna have $100 million put aside. He's got a big. Huge legal team, private investigators, the whole nine, that's going to do what they can to keep him out of prison. Because he's, you know, in his 50s at this point. He don't want to do any jail time.
Oh, no, he definitely ain't trying to go to jail.
Not one day.
Hopefully, like I said, it only reaches to being freaky and weird. And
there's nothing illegal about that.
There's no illegal about being freaky and weird.
No, listen, if you want to jack off while your girlfriend fucks a dude.
Now, if you've been trafficking young girls and sliding people drugs and shit like that, then that's another thing.
Yeah, but a lot of that is so gray area. Yeah. Because it's like, oh, okay, you talking to a girl, you going to fly her out, and y'all going to have sex, you give her some money. Is that trafficking or is that dating? Like, you know what I mean? There is a line between it.
Right.
You know,
like
but it could be, it could go.
If it's not forcibly done, like,
right.
how
you
can
know,
I?
You're giving people drugs. Are you saying none of them wanted the drugs? Really? No one likes cocaine?
It was just on the table.
It was on the
Help
table.
yourself. You can either do it or not do it. So.
Yeah, you know, listen, Roger Bond said that, you know, he personally saw year after year, Cassie and Diddy would have these 3-day, 4-day drug binges. They would go to the hotels by themselves, take drugs. That's when the male escorts would show up and have these freak-offs. And then after that, they would go get IVs to try to recover from these binges. And this would go on for years. We all know drug addict couples who fight each other all the time, high off drugs. Someone took their drugs and something. Shit, I mean, Mystical's in jail right now. Right. For allegedly raping his baby mother because he thinks in his drugged out trance that she stole some money from him or something. You know what I mean? Like, this happens all the time.
It's unfortunate. Like I said, you never know what type of lives a motherfucker's on.
Yeah.
And even before they have all this stature and money, you never know. They just, like I said, they might just been weirdos from the gate.
Right.
And it took this position to get them comfortable enough to go, I'm finna let all this shit hang out now. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna let all this weirdo shit hang out right now. Fuck it. I got $100 million. I'm gonna have freak fest parties, and then you know you hold motherfuckers to a standard that are around you to where they got to be hush or sign contracts and not tell about the weirdness. That's just an everyday thing for them. You get me?
A lot of stuff crosses my desk. A lot of people come and want to do interviews and tell their stories, some of which we do, a lot of which we don't, because, you know, whatever. But, you know, one of the stories we heard from someone that was part of these freak-offs, I'm not going to say who it is or who was involved, but basically what they said was Diddy just liked to watch porn, you know, while having sex. So he took it one step further and would actually have people instead of watching porn, he would actually have people do porn in front of him while he would masturbate.
Yeah,
that just became his thing.
Yeah,
that just became his thing. Yeah. You know? And then, you know, with that, you just seen your girl get smashed out by some dude, and then, you know, you may feel some type of way about it, but it might be suppressed. And, you know, there's a lot going on, and drugs are in the picture. Like, you know, he's going in and out of rehab. That's established.
That's those other drugs, man. I might smoke some weed, man.
That's it.
That's those other drugs.
I stop, when it comes to my sexual exploits, it's weed, and that's it. And that's it.
I don't want to see nobody freaking on my girl while I'm sitting in the corner with an elephant mask on and shit.
Shout out to my man Adam 22. That's his thing. Adam is my friend.
Yeah.
But I'm not doing what he's doing.
Adam's in that freaky shit.
He's into that
jump
freaky
on that
shit.
freaky side. I don't want to see nobody fucking my girl.
No.
And I'm just asshole naked sitting in the corner and shit, off of mushrooms and moonbeams and shit. And weirdos is running around and shit. It's just That's a little bit too much
A
for
little
me,
too much
man.
for me.
Yeah, I'm
Not
a
my
normal
world.
nigga, man. I'm a normal nigga. Yeah,
I'm a regular white boy.
I'm just normal. I might just feel myself fucking my old girl or some shit. That's it. That's about as freaky as you might need. Fuck it.